Hello everybody, Reaper X1 here again. Now I know it looks like I'm starting a new playthrough, which I am, but it's for a different reason. But first I would like to thank you for joining me and welcome you properly to the channel, to the episode, and as always, hopefully to the good one that we're gonna possibly have here in just about a second. Look at me go, wow, man, I'm moving. But no, what I'm doing here is trying to speedrun. I've been hearing about them, I've been seeing videos, I've been seeing things on them where basically what the goal is to start a fresh campaign, random seed, and just get after it. And the whole goal is to see how fast he can get to 1,000,000 BBs. And there's a few conditions that I can remember. No pre-made techs. No cheats, of course. And just do your best, as I remember it. And well, there was supposed to be a timer on the screen. I ain't going to play this in windowed or borderless window. It'd just be extra hassle for my computer. So you can take my word for it or you can't. To me, well, it's pretty sad if you can't believe me saying that my time is my time. Now this first one, maybe I'll wait till the end to tell you the time it took me. But as I get going through here, you can see, like, I was ripping right along. Oh, man, was I moving, I tell you. I was just flying. And, you know, it's a good idea, really, because then it doesn't really allow you the time to, you know, fine-tune your machine necessarily. You throw the blocks on in the best possible way you can see within the first split second of seeing it. We'll take these frickin' enemy turrets out. They're picking on my buddy there. Get him all figured out. But the one thing I have noticed is that when you're doing a speed run and you're waiting for the little dialogue to finish up, it's actually kind of frustrating because it takes way longer than you know I would like. I've seen a lot of it so many times that I don't really want to read it anymore. So I wish I could do one of those click it and skip, click it and skip, click it and skip, go 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 go. Yeah, let's move. But no, not so much. But, you know, since this is a potential playthrough that I might want to continue on, I'm trying to save as many of the good blocks as I can, just in case I do carry on. And now when I've attempted this, I think, 6 times in total. 4 of them have messed up, bugged out. Oh, excuse me, that one got me. But this is one where it worked out all right. I was able to get to the 1,000,000 BBs. I was able to do fairly well. Not exceptionally well, because like I said before, I didn't really take the time to perfectly plan out my build. I just kind of put things together the way I thought that they were going to work, and the things that I thought I would need. So I figured, and since I was getting that magnet pretty consistently early in the game, like the big magnet, like look, I got a second one. Ah! Then I've been using it just to kind of haul blocks around until it becomes a problem because, well, the blocks get bigger as you move on, and, well, I don't want to slow down because I'm lugging around a few extra blocks. So as you can see, we're just zipping through the crafty business. Now here's where I get a little confused. Not exactly sure what is going on after this. Like, this is Crafty Business 3, as you can see. But then when it goes to Crafty Business 4, where you get the auto miner, and that's the point of the missions that I wanted to get to, so I can get the auto miner, I find my spot with a whole whack of rudite, and then I go there and I can just mine the snot out of it, and then I can craft more, I can buy them from the trading station, things like that. And yeah, there's a few other things that I found to buy was pretty damn handy. But the weird thing is on a lot of my playthroughs, most of the ones that failed, I don't know if it was the bugged out part of the game, gaming experience, or just the way it's meant to be. But after Crafty Business 3, I thought, okay, I go back to a trading station or to a new trading station, and bam, it would be there. But no, not necessarily. There was a bunch of times where I'd go, and the next mission would not be automatically Crafty Business 4. So it really threw a screw into me. And it actually wasted a bunch of my time. I think I could knock off an easy 10 minutes on most of my playthroughs if those missions showed up one right after another, without any delays. But then I got wondering, maybe there's another mission that triggers that mission. So I'm not sure. I'm going to have to, like, even from the playthroughs I've done, I haven't seen any consistent mission that I do right before that to unlock the other one. So I'm not sure, but maybe I'm just missing something. But this is what I was doing. Supposedly you can get 4 auto miners onto a spot, but it seemed to take a long time just to get them to kind of work and in position. As you can see there, it just wasn't convenient. It wasn't as fast as I'd like. So I figure if I can get 3 to work real good and quick, I'll do that. And what I'm going to do is I'll just try and find a spot with as many veins of erudite as I can possibly do. And they're usually in the grasslands, of course, well they are. And in the grasslands there's always an abundance of plumbite, lucite, and titanium, which is all just exactly what you need to make auto miners, crafting wise. So that was like perfect. And now I was thinking, if I really thought this through, I'd have it all set up, have little sales station at each spot, it'd automate all the money making, which, okay, that'd be cool. But then I'm going to get bored. And it's not necessarily going to work the quickest if I got to keep wandering around to get the the refinery or get the delivery cannon, or if I got to take time to craft it and find the resources. So I thought, well, we're just going to put a big ixnay on that idea, and I'm just going to run them. I got my guy, he's all right, he's fairly speedy, and we're just going to keep running back and forth, and we'll just do everything as we go. So we'll run our erudite and whatever we're selling back to there. And yeah, this little feller, he was nice because he's a little speedier. He doesn't necessarily carry as much, but he moves pretty fast. So I thought that'd be the thing to do. And I just got to try and avoid many battles, as many as I can. Whoa. That threw me for a loop, literally. That's kind of scary. So, like with anything, you try the first time. Actually, I think this was my first attempt, and then the 4 or 5 after this were the ones that failed on me. And then there's another one that worked. I won't tell you about that one yet because, well, that's for another video. And I did quite enjoy doing these, so I could see me doing more of them, especially as the updates come out, because, well, I can only see it getting better. The play being more fluid, so won't have unnecessary delays with mission spawns and stuff like that. So I'm really hoping that I set out a goal for under 2 hours, because the first one that I seen, I think it was just under 3 hours. And it was sped up just like this is. So, I was able to watch most of the video. I skipped through it. And there's a couple things that I thought, that could be done a little faster. So I wanted to try and get down to 2 hours. And for the most part, doing this round here, I kind of think that could be possible. Because the delays that I experienced in this run, and the things that I've seen that I could possibly improve, I think it's possible. But it does largely depend on luck. Because if you get the wrong spot that you're trying to mine for your erudite and there's not enough veins, well, you're wasting your time. Because you need a number of veins, you need at least a couple auto miners on each. So the less auto miners on each you have, the more you're going to need to set up. So like I got 3 per spot here, and even it's not going super fast. So if I had double the veins to mine, and I was able to fill them all, I'd be able to cut my time down. But then it's a matter of, it's a random seed. So it's not like I can just hunt through there, find a good seed that works for you, dirty bugger, get out of here. And find the perfect seed to do it. Yeah, maybe that's something I should do. Not just ignore the random seed thing, and then maybe I'll do that for maybe my third one. See if I can find a really good seed that has a ton of them right close to each other. Really work things out, and then see just how fast it can be done. For me, anyway. There's always room for improvement, I find, with most things in this game, like on the player end. Especially when you're in the campaign, because a lot of it is luck. Like, what blocks am I going to get rewarded for missions? What am I going to get as far as locations? What am I going to have happen as far as enemy spawns? So, it does add a challenge to it. And that's the nice thing kind of about the random seeds, is because it keeps it different. But as you can see, I'm getting a fair little setup going here. I'm getting more and more auto miners set up, working to get my area cleared out, and making the money. And we're already up almost, we're just breaking 350,000. That's not too bad. Now, I'm not sure how long it's taken me at this point, but now that I'm getting the site set up nice, it should really speed along. As long as I can keep moving and don't lose track of what I'm doing, well, that would really throw a screwing into things, that it should work out fairly good. And I'm just going to keep on crafting. I'm going to keep on planting those auto miners that I craft, and we're just going to make the best out of it. And I was going to, like originally the one video I watched, it was, the first one I watched, I can't remember who did that one, but then I watched a video from Zero Gravitas, I think is how you pronounce the name, and he'd take his first 4 auto miners, place them on the seam, add a cab, and then that was his tech that he would use. He'd drop them in every time he found a new seam, and then just kind of maneuver them into position. Well, I didn't have enough cabs. I wasn't going to buy that many cabs. They're more money than most of the parts you're going to use for that, so I didn't want to get into that too much. So I just individually planted each auto miner, which that could possibly have saved me time too, because I did figure out a good placement routine for the auto miners. So I'm thinking, maybe I save a little time there. Maybe it's a little more player dependent at that point, because you got to be quick at it, and plus you got to remember and know where you want to put them. And if you mess up, well, then it's starting to eat up your time again. And as you see, it's not a perfect science, because sometimes only 2 seem to want to start up. But, the more you do it, the more you're going to figure out. So, that's what I was working on. So at this point, I got thinking, I'm getting a little spread out. I better just maybe make a couple selling stations. And when I get a major haul here, like, look at that. There's a lot of them in there. Oh, look at the money rolling in. We're up over 500,000 already. Oh, I'm loving it. So I figured, we better just have a couple pit stops we can make. Get as many receivers in play as possible, so, we can share the load of the sales, and it will speed things up even more. But now, if I could get a pacemaker block dependably, would that ever help? Because then these would be empty by the time I was able to get back. Well, maybe not that one, because it was like right there. But, it would really speed things along. But I wasn't always getting them. I got a couple once in a while, mostly on the friggin' ones that crapped out on me, bugged out. But, that's part of the challenge. So it was pretty cool, I thought. And as you can see, it seems to be working pretty good. We're almost at 750,000 already. And I think we're doing quite fine. But as I am going on here, I should maybe mention some things that are going on with our little channel here. Stuff like the Saturday Showcase, where your cool and original techs could have a video of their very own. Requirements are, must be cool and original. And to make it happen, Captain, all you got to do is go down the description, find the Saturday Showcase auditions link, follow it through to the thread that I started, post those in-game snapshots or save games of those cool and original techs, and from there I will make the best dang video out of them I can. And I think we'll have some fun doing it. I know I've been inspired by them. I know other people have been inspired by them, so I think it's a success. And if you got any ideas, suggestions, comments, and that, well, the comments, that's where you can really let your awesome shine. You know, all that awesome stuff you guys bring to each and every channel you visit, it is appreciated, especially here. Maybe the other ones don't say it, but I'm pretty sure they're thinking it. Other than that, you could always throw a like under this, subscribe, ding the bell, and why not wander the channel with some friends and see what kind of good stuff you can find. So right about there, we hit the 1,000,000. That's pretty damn sweet. And just so you know, that took us 2 hours, 30 minutes, and 39 seconds, and 5/100ths of a second. So, just about 2 hours and 31 minutes. So now, my goal was to have it around 2 hours, or under 2 hours. So that's pretty good. And like this, like I said, is my first attempt. And I have seen some spots I could improve. I have seen a few. That hurt me quite a bit. Damn. Good thing we already made our $1,000,000, eh? Oh. So that's not too shabby. I'm happy with that. But as far as this being my playthrough, my next one, I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Because I am kind of in the mood to do some speedruns. And I did play some more, so I saved the save, though, just in case, because it didn't bug out. It was pretty reliable. I did delete all the ones that did bug out, so I'm not going to mess with a save that could possibly just keep screwing me over. And we just kind of went with it. So I was thinking, maybe I'll just carry on for a wee bit. I thought it was a good idea. But man, does it ever seem slow now, doesn't it? But you know, another thing I should mention is that new Terra project. Because if you like building like I do, and you're looking for a community-based project to get in on, well, the new Terra project might just be the one you're interested in. So, you know, maybe check it out. There's a link in the description for it. If you're interested and you'll want to do some building and get in on this community planet build fun, maybe that's poorly worded, but you know, you get the idea, right? Just make sure you follow through to the thread, read through, and watch the video in the first post that I started the thread with. It's got a lot of good info in it about suggested requirements for your citizens, for your homes. Battle techs are kind of open. Just don't make them huge, because, well, it doesn't really matter. But it's just better if they're not massive, because it makes it harder to use them with other techs. But I'm not saying you can't. More than welcome to. But we'll just see how it goes. But a citizen is required. Now, a citizen is a character that has your name. It represents you in the game as a citizen in our world and in our towns and all that. Well, our town. We only have one going right yet. But that can always change. We're always looking to expand. Well, that one ain't going to fire up for me. So I'm thinking right around in here, I should also mention that if you'd like to help this little channel out with a small monetary donation, there's a paypal.me link down in that description too. If you feel like it and you throw down a couple dollar donation, it would be super appreciated. The money will be used to better this channel in many ways. There is an updated computer that I'm working towards right now, and after that it can only get better, because, well, then we'll have a good computer hopefully, and then I can more focus on giving back to the community we're getting built up here. I think I'd like to get in on some giveaways. We did one with a 3D Tech. I haven't been able to get a hold of them guys too reliably, so I think I'm going to change that a little bit in the future the next time, but we'll get to that when we get there. So as of this, I think this is a good time to call it. We're racking up the money still. So until that next time, just keep being the awesome, keep having a good one. Bye.